what's up guys? So today I have a walkthrough solve on 7x7. This has been requested so many times, but I found myself doing like a really super long video, like 25-minute video. So I'm going to try to speed this one up. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you know how to solve 7x7, therefore I will kind of be going quicker. For the sake of the video, I will only use yellow and white for my first two centers, even though I am color neutral when doing centers on 7x7. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that I look for is the center bar. I do not do it in little 2x2 bars or whatever, I just do straight up 1x5 bars. So the first thing I would look for is the pieces that go in there. But I also see this right here, and I want to try to preserve that as much as possible because that is almost a completed bar, and you really want to keep those in mind. So I see this here, I see this piece here, and then I see that if I rotate this, I will complete this bar, and therefore have a completely preserved bar that I can simply insert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first rotate here, and then I'm going to rotate here, and as you can see when I brought this up, because I rotated that, it completed that bar. Then I'm going to rotate it like that so I can insert here, and then the last one is right here. And then because I preserve this bar, I have that, and I see this right here, and this piece right here, which can easily be connected. And as I did that, I also saw this piece, and then we've got this piece. So then we have almost a completed bar, and now I would move on to the next bar, and I see this here, but I also see this piece, so I can easily do that to get it almost completed, and then rotate like that, put that in place, and then I would do that so that I can do that, and I saw this piece, and then this piece, and then I can bring it up. Then I would move on to the next bar. If you're wondering how long it takes me normally to do the first layer, it normally takes me around 30 seconds, and then the second bar I normally finish around a minute, so these first two sides take me about 30 seconds. So then I see this right here, and this right here, so I insert that first, rotate it, then insert that, and then I insert that pair, and right here I see this, and I know that if I bring a piece like this over, do a double rotation, I can bring this back in and have that done, and I notice this bar, so then I insert that, and then next I see this right here, I see this right here, and this piece will complete it. Then the center can easily be put there, that, and that. Rotate this so I can insert this piece. And then I actually do not know, oh, there it is. I was going to say I do not know where the last one is, but I found it. And when you have cases where it's in here, I simply remove it and put it back in. I don't know any other way to get it out of there without doing something. So then I would probably do red, because I see this completed bar, like that's very rare, so I'm very happy I see that. And what I would do is I insert these two, then this one, and then this one, and I noticed that I actually have almost another completed bar, so this would be a very, very good center solve. And then I bring that down, rotate it over, bring it in, then rotate that down. That was super, super quick. And then I have the centerpiece, bring it down, and then I see this right here, so I would bring that up. Then I need that, but I knocked something out of the way, so I'd have to bring it back down. I put that in place, rotate that, and there you have that. And then I would probably do blue after that. So I insert that, and then that. And then I have a completed bar. This is very rare to have so many completed bars. Then I complete this one. Next, I see that this can actually be put here, so I remove that and then reinsert it. And then I see this piece because that looks like it could easily go there. So because when I pull it down it doesn't work, I would rotate it and then it can go like that. Then I take this out of its place so I can put this in place and rotate it up. And now I would probably go for orange because it already has the bar completed. You would have to insert 1 or 2 pieces in order to get this center bar fixed, so I'm just not going to do that. And then I see that this right here is a very, very good case. So I rotate that, and then I see these 2 pieces that I can rotate down, and now I completed the bar, but I've got to rotate them both up. And one little thing is that when you do this, you have to make sure you bring both of these pairs down. Just kidding, ignore that. So I bring these 2 down, and then I bring them up, and there we have that. And now for the last inner one, because I like to do the inner layers first, I would bring this down, and then that would knock it up there, but I know that if I rotate this and bring it back down, I can put it back in place. And then I would probably just go like that and insert it. And then I see this right here, and I know that if I go like that, I can actually complete the bar. And then there's no possible way I'll be able to get this in here. So what I do is I go like that, insert it, and then do the algorithm to go like that. And the first thing that I see right here is these 2 blues. So I would look and try to find the next blue, which I did. And then that blue. And I would kind of just search for the piece, which I can't really find, but then I find it here. And while I did that, I saw this right here. And I know that I can find a piece right here to insert there. So when I rotate like that, and to put it in, I take out the piece that I need, and I insert it. And then I find the next 2 pieces. And then the last one is already in there. I didn't know that. Okay, so then I would insert it on the same side as the one I inserted last time. And I see this here, and then another piece I could fit in there, so I absolutely take that one out. And then I flip it so that they're the same way, and then I insert the next piece. And in the process, I flip it over because I know it's not in one of these 2. And then I put it in place. And then I see this right here. I mean, that's the only real thing that I see here. But I see the piece that can go with that right there. So I would take it down so I can pair that up. And then I see these 2. And then I see the last one over there. So I've got to do the flipping algorithm. And then I insert it. Note that I have all of them on one side, which is what you want. So now, when you complete the next 4 edges, you really only have to look at this top layer. So I'm actually going to complete these off camera because this video is getting really long and my camera's running out of memory. But basically what I do is I just pair them up, and it's really not too complicated now because you only have to look on these 4 and the ones around it. You don't have to keep flipping it. Okay, so now we're at the last 4 centers, and when I do these, I hold them like this. I know a lot of people hold it like that, but I hold it like this so that I can do moves like this, not like that. So the first thing I would do is I see this here and these two here. So I would bring it over, do the alg, and put it in place. And then for this, to get the last one in, I would go like that, do the algorithm, and put it in place. And then I see this that I just paired up. So I rotate that over. And then I do the flipping algorithm. And now that I'm doing it, I realize that I actually do kind of hold it like this, which I didn't realize. So then I put that in place, do the flipping alg. I think what I was meaning to say is that when I do my last few edges, I don't hold it like this as I do the flipping algorithm. Like some people, I don't even know how they do it, but they're able to do the flipping algorithm from that angle, but I do not. So then I see this piece needs to be inserted, and it's all the way over here. So I take it and I put it in place. And then I see this right here. And as I'm inserting it, I can already tell that this piece is not going to line up perfectly, which is good because I didn't want it to. So I insert it like that. And I put it in place, and now it's good. And then the last one, the reason why I wouldn't go like that is because then they'd both be flipped. It's easier to make this one all be good than to have two that are like this. But as you can see, even if you have two like this, it's pretty simple to get rid of it. You bring them both over, you do the flipping algorithm, and you bring them back. So now it's just 3x3 stage. It's really exactly like a 3x3. So if you know how to solve a 3x3, which everybody who's watching this should, then you would know what to do here. But as you can see, I had this parity done, so I'm just going to do that instead. Then we have these two. There you have that. The reason why I'm not really talking as I do this is because it's pretty self-explanatory. So, finish with the PLL. I have really problems with PLL on big cubes. I'm really bad at it, and I always like lock it up or something. So there you have that. So that was my walkthrough solve on 7x7. I know I moved super duper quick and I cut out parts, but I'm really sorry. My camera's running out of battery, and honestly, the last few times I've filmed this, it's taken way too long. So I really hope that you guys were able to follow, even though I was moving quite quickly. And that is basically my thought process as I am solving 7x7. And one more tip is when you're solving your first two centers, when you're just trying to get into 7x7, solve the same first two centers each time. Don't try to be color neutral to start. And also keep in mind putting your edge pairs after you pair them up on one side so that you don't have to keep flipping. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, please leave them in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!